The 2025 Omaha City Primary Election, conducted on April 1st, offers a compelling case study of race and voting behavior within a diverse urban electorate of approximately 88,000 participants. This election, featuring a mix of white, black, and Hispanic/Latino candidates across mayoral and city council races, underscores the role of racial identity in shaping electoral outcomes. Central to this analysis is the extent of white voters' support for black candidates, juxtaposed against a narrative of heightened race consciousness among black voters and a comparative lack of racial awareness among whites, potentially reflecting less familiarity with racial realities rather than intentional bias. This examination, based on extrapolated vote totals from partial counts, illuminates key patterns and their implications. In the mayoral race, extrapolated to 88,000 votes from an initial 42,629, Gene Stothert, white, secured 32,555 votes, 37%, followed by John Ewing Jr., black, with 28,068, 31.9%, advancing both to the May 13th general election. Mike McDonnell, white, earned 18,037 votes, 20.5%. Jasmine Harris, black, 8,710, 9.9%. And Terry Brewer, black, 615, 0.7%. Omaha's voter demographics: 80% white, 70,400, 9% black, 7,920, 6% Hispanic/Latino, 5,280, and 5% other, 4,400, set the stage for racial analysis. Assuming all black voters supported black candidates, reflecting a strong race-conscious tendency, and that Hispanic/Latino and other voters favored white candidates, white voters contributed approximately 29,473 votes to black candidates, 41.9% of white voters. Ewing received 22,105, Harris 6,865 and Brewer 503, suggesting a notable white crossover, particularly for Ewing, whose citywide appeal bridged racial divides. This contrasts with a posited lower race consciousness among whites, potentially indicating less awareness of racial dynamics rather than greater familiarity. City council races further highlight these trends. District 2, a predominantly black area with all 9 candidates black, saw an extrapolated 7,000 votes, led by Ben Gray, 2,170, 31%, and Lavonia Goodwin, 980, 14%. Assuming all 630 black voters in the district voted racially, white voters provided 5,657 votes, a near-total crossover due to the absence of alternatives. This high support may reflect pragmatic voting rather than racial awareness, aligning with the narrative of whites as less race-conscious. In District 4, with 5,000 votes, Ron Hugg, white, won 2,550%, while Hispanic/Latino candidates Gilbert Ayala and Jonathan Renteria competed with Andrew Adams, white. Assuming Hispanic/Latino voters, estimated 1,500 in the district, voted exclusively for Ayala, 1,000, and Renteria, 500, their race-conscious behavior contrasts with white voters' broader distribution across candidates. Other districts 1, 3, 5, 6, 7 featured only white candidates, limiting racial crossover analysis but reinforcing white dominance in less diverse areas. The data suggests a dichotomy. Black voters exhibited strong racial solidarity, consistently backing black candidates, while white voters displayed flexibility, supporting black candidates at significant rates, 47.2% overall, including District 2, or 49.9% in combined estimates. This flexibility may stem from a lower racial consciousness among whites, potentially misread as indifference rather than familiarity with Omaha's racial landscape. For instance, Ewing's 31.9% vote share indicates a coalition that transcends North Omaha's black base, drawing white support possibly due to policy appeal over racial identity. Conversely, Hispanic/Latino voters focus on their own candidates in District 4 mirrors black voters' race consciousness, leaving white voters as the pivotal, less racially anchored group. The 2025 Omaha City Primary Election reveals distinct racial voting patterns. Black voters' race-conscious support for black candidates contrasts with white voters' substantial crossover to black candidates, notably Ewing with 41.9% of white votes in the mayoral race and near total support in District 2. This suggests whites may operate with less racial awareness, driven by candidate viability rather than identity, while black voters prioritize racial solidarity and Hispanic/Latino voters prioritize strategic voting. The interplay of these dynamics shaped the election's outcome, highlighting both racial divides and cross-racial coalitions. Extrapolated data provides a framework for understanding these trends, though final counts may refine the picture, offering a balanced view of Omaha's electoral behavior.